Well, I was going to show what I was working on. I found a PTO, a rear PTO for my 140. Of course, it didn't look like this when I first got it. I took a wire wheel and the drill, cleaned it up, repainted it, bought a new bearing. There's a bearing that goes in here with an eccentric locking collar here. But come to find out, there's about, I don't know, 3 or 4 different kinds of rear PTOs for a 140, John Deere 140. This is the one piece. It's according to the John Deere parts catalog, this was for like a 72 or 73 140, and mine's I believe it's a 73. There's also another one that has a splined shaft that goes in here. I think it was for the John Deere 300s, but you could put it on the 140. And what it is you could take that shaft out and leave your fan on, where this one, it stays on all the time, and if your engine's running, this is turning. So this is always turning on the mower. And John Deere, it pays to shop around, because that bearing that's in there, I think John Deere wanted like $24 just for the bearing, not including the collar. And it pays to do some research. I found this after cross-referencing the John Deere bearing part number. I was able to find the Fafner bearing that goes in it, because this is a Fafner, I forget what you call it, but it's basically just a bearing holder. And this is what the old bearing looks like. It was pretty worn. I don't know if it was the original one or if it had been replaced once before. But and that's what they call the eccentric locking collar that goes on the shaft. But I got two on eBay. I think I paid, with shipping, I paid just right at under $9 and some odd cents for both bearings, and that's including shipping. And I was going to show you, I just use a drill and a wire wheel, and I try to keep all my bolts, I don't know, it's kind of hard to see, but a lot of these bolts have JD on it. Now, I don't know if that stands for John Deere or if that was the name of the manufacturer of the bolts, but all of these, I just clean them up with that wire wheel and then just repaint them. And the best stuff to repaint with, I'll show you, is, after you clean all the rust and paint off of it, is to prime it with this. So far, that's the best primer that I've found. And I've used John Deere's primer, I've used other brands, but this Rust-Oleum self-etching is by far the best for clean metal. And then Blitz Black. That is some good paint. Sprays well, lays well, and let it cure for about a week, and it holds up well. I even do my mower blades with this stuff, and holds up amazingly well. But I got that. The one-piece PTO, I'd like to find the one that's got the spline shaft, but those are hard to find. Plus, they're very expensive. They're on eBay. They go for close to $300 if you can get them. Sometimes more than that, depending on the season. And I found this, a number 33 tiller for the 140 with the lift rod. It's all there. About the only bad part is somebody rigged up a strap with riveted a strap on it to keep the shield on. But it's a early model tiller. You can't see over there. Tines are Tines are pretty good. I'd say the tines are greater than 75% still there. But I got the tiller, the lift rod, and this PTO for what I believe was a fair price. Now, of course, it wasn't one of those super deals of like $100, but I believe I got a fair deal, and it was close to me. And if you're going to have this stuff, you need the parts list, and it gives you a good breakdown. But if you'll go to, I don't know if you can see this, JohnDeereParts.com or JDParts.com, you can put in the model number, like this is catalog name. Geez, this doesn't focus worth a crap. But you put in the model, which I put 33, and you'll arrow down and you'll find 33 tractor mounted tiller. And this will give you your parts list, and it's free. So you can go in there, and also it helps when you go get parts, because a lot of times John Deere dealerships, depending on the size, a lot of times they don't really take to having to help out finding parts for somebody that just wants stuff for a garden tractor, especially an old one. But you see, these were two different PTOs for the 140, and up here it says solid top. But it gives you the breakdown, and the majority of this stuff isn't available anymore, so you either have to find it online off eBay or Craigslist or something like that. Again, this is free. You don't have to go on eBay and pay somebody for a copy. You can copy it yourself. But let's see, I've been working on some other stuff. I bought a fuel bowl for the 110. I was going to put that on sometime or another. There she is, sitting over there. Got finished mowing today. I don't know about a lot of guys, but you know, I can't go out and buy a brand new John Deere 720 or whatever they're called. I just can't afford that. But what I can do is buy these things that need work, and I can work on them myself slowly, but I can get it done. I just got finished mowing the yard and got it all cleaned up. Got all the grass and crap blown off of it. It's now got a whopping 7.6 hours. It's nice and dusty now. And the 140 is too. But that PTO I got, the front plate will bolt right here. It's hard to see, you can't see behind that brace right there, but the PTO shaft will go right through that opening and mount to the rear input shaft. And then your tiller bolt, mounting bolts will bolt right here. And I think you have to take this hitch off, and then it fits right on here. And again, I can't buy a brand new, but I can buy these things for a reasonable price, fix them up and use them. And to me, that's everybody's got their own view, but to me that's the ultimate form of recycling.